Muscatine. Happy Thursday. I have a lot to talk about today, but as always, I want to get started by thanking our sponsors: Hy-Vee, Unity Point Health, Trinity Muscatine, Muscatine Power and Water, Becky Insurance, Toyota of Muscatine, Rivo Plumbing and Heating, Impact Fitness and Nutrition, Suntan City, Lutheran Living Senior Campus, Impact Life Blood Center, Harper's Cycling and Fitness, Muscatine County Fair, and that is so close to happening, and Bayer of Muscatine. Reminder that tonight we want you to join us for this special business after hours event to celebrate Pearl City Chiropractic. This is going to be a ribbon cutting ceremony that will take place at 5:30, and they're going to be celebrating the new name, the ownership, and being able to take a look at the clinic space. This is an open house event. There will be some tours of the remodeled clinic. You get to meet the amazing staff and the doctors that are there. You also are able to see the other services that are located within it: On the Rocks Massage, Integrity Massage, Thrive Therapy, and Pearl City Psychiatry. So this is from 5 to 7 at Pearl City Chiropractic. We want everyone to celebrate, and there's going to be food from Sal Fatale's and also drinks available. So that is this evening. My guest today is Stephanie and Jody from Goodwill, and I'm going to tell you this is more than just a store. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So introduce yourselves and tell us a little about what you do with Goodwill.
Sure. I'm Stephanie Torrance, and I'm the Strategic Partnership Specialist. So I'm working to get the information out on the new things that we are offering and how much more Goodwill is than just the store, and partnering with our businesses in the community, as well as getting people involved in all these courses that we are now offering. So.
And my name's Jody Sands, and I am a career service and training manager. It's a new title. I have trouble remembering what I am. And you know, our mission has kind of revamped a little bit, and it's helping people reach their full potential through education, training, and the power of work. And I get to be in the education and training side. That's my passion, and that's what I get to do, and I help to teach and facilitate all of the certification classes that we do.
And there's a lot.
Yes.
And I had gone on to the website, and I just clicked on the calendar, and it's nonstop.
Yep.
And there's multiple there throughout the state of Iowa, which is unique. You have ones specialized just for that town, and you have ones that are virtual, and then even self ones. So one of the ones that is coming up is I love this, and it's just perfect timing for me: Social Media Marketing Professional Certificate. Tell us a little bit about this.
Yeah.
So we partnered with Meta and Coursera to be able to offer this course. This has been highly successful in other areas and in other Goodwills. This is our first time doing it, so it's been an experience. Currently, I have about 40 people signed up and participating and taking this course, and they're all at varying stages of the learning. There's 6 different modules to this course, and it's all project-based learning. So you are creating a social media project as you are going through the courses step by step, so you are actually building and creating somewhat of a portfolio while you are learning about the career of social media and marketing. One of the things I love about this course, and I love the Coursera platform in particular, but it's kind of self-paced. Their videos and the teaching is little snips of 10, maybe 15 minutes, sometimes less than that. And so it's not super intense. You have to sit down and focus for an hour, because I have trouble doing that.
I know that feeling. And so, in case people don't realize what Meta is kind of the Facebook and Instagram, tying them together. So when it comes to a lot with social media marketing, people think, oh, it's just making a Canva post and putting it onto the social media webs. No, you got to also think about the algorithms, the insights, what's going to draw people in when it comes to maybe you're inspiring and educating. It can't just be all education post. For someone that's been in social media marketing, this is 6-7 years that I've been nonstop going. Even for myself, I'm still learning, because changes happen always.
Yes.
So it is a non-stop certificate of training, because you could be doing this year, next year, there's going to be, I don't know what else they're going to come up with.
Right.
And your program could probably change, or probably will have some major updates.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I mean, and it's changing as we speak, because as they've transitioned from Facebook to Meta, the bigger picture,
Yep.
they're changing the course, and it's a work in progress. So when I started the course to where I'm at now, I've seen changes within the course to tweak it and make it more current and up to date.
What are some of the modules that they'll go through when it comes to social media marketing? I mean, this is, like you said, this is everyone. If you're in a small business or wanting to start even a corporate business, the nonstop training is very important for this.
Absolutely. Some of the modules, you start out with a basic introduction to social media marketing. It introduces you to all the basic platforms, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, LinkedIn, all of those basic platforms. And then you kind of proceed through social media management. One of the toughest classes, and man, it took me a while to get through it, was advertising with Meta. And it's using the ads manager and understanding and interpreting the results and knowing how to tweak it and apply it to your business or to whatever it is that you're advertising. It's difficult, but I have seen it make such a difference as I've just played with it and put stuff out there. Learning to respond to the feedback that you're being given helps to grow whatever it is that you're putting out there on social media, and it's been incredible. The other part of the course I think that's probably the most difficult is measure and optimize. So they're giving you formulas for how to look at and process your results.
Yep. You talk about the ads part, and I remember I just said, I'm going to just boost this ad. I didn't go through my age range. I didn't go through where I want to target, because the targeted area is the most important part. And you could just say, let's boost this ad for, a week, and it's like, I think $1 per day or something. And you get the wrong kind of people, like, hey, this is what I want to do. I'm like, this really isn't for you.
Yes.
So boosting ads, advertising, the sponsoring ads, that is a key component when it comes to it, because you want to make sure you're getting the right people too for it.
Right.
Absolutely.
So is this social media a self-paced online program as well?
It is.
Okay.
And basically the support that Goodwill gives is we have two different options you can choose from. One is independent learning. So I'm going to make sure that you qualify for the program, and to qualify you have to be over 18, because we don't want any parent-teacher conferences.
Understandable.
And a meta requirement.
Yeah, it's the meta requirement as well. You have to have the tech that can run it, and in this case you have to have a computer or a laptop. You cannot do this adequately on a tablet or a phone.
No.
And then you have to be willing to complete the course. And you have to have the computer skill to be able to do it. So we do some basic computer assessments. It's a scholarship application process kind of a thing. And then I can send you a link. You do it on your own. I continue to track your progress, and if I see that you're struggling, I'm going to email you, call you, and say, hey, is there anything I can help with? Can I help explain? But otherwise, I'm going to leave you alone. The other option is we have cohorts that meet at least once weekly. So you can hop onto a cohort and kind of connect with a group, connect with a community, exchange ideas, ask questions, see where everyone else is at in their learning. So it just depends on the kind of learner you are.
And so, self-paced or in person, or not in person, but being able to contact you after they complete it. What's kind of that next process for them? Do they get? Do you kind of bring them into the community if maybe they're looking for a social media marketing role?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, we're posting jobs all of the time on different platforms that are in the local communities where I have the students taking the classes. You have a proctored test at the end that is difficult. And once you pass that proctored test, you get a professional certification. So
Okay.
it's more than just a certification of completion. You have to prove that you know what you're doing.
Yep.
And once you get that, then Meta itself has, I just talked to them yesterday, over 150 employers that they've partnered with.
Wow.
And so then you have access to their job board.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's incredible. I mean, it's when you hear a bunch of, I don't want to say influencers, but people who are like, oh, hey, I just started this myself, follow me. And it's like, there's a difference between someone just self-learning themselves and someone actually taking the time to really learn about this.
Yes.
Because social media is more than just posting a graphic and saying, hey, I'm a graphic designer, or I can run your social media. It's the amount of hours and training that these people that really want to make this a career
Yes.
take it seriously. So,
And it is time consuming
it is.
to keep constant and the update and know your content calendar and plan that all in advance and know what's coming up next.
Yeah.
And where you're going to target and on which platform you're going to use. Yes.
I say a lot of mine, for the businesses that I help out, and even my own, the batching process,
Yes.
I batch monthly. I make sure I am a month out so I know that I'm not coming up on Monday and being like, oh my God, what am I going to post? The batching one saves your life and
Yes.
saves your mental state. And understanding how to, your color concepts and what your branding kit is, and what's your 5 targets? Like, why are you a business, or why do you want to be like? People don't realize that it is more than just a look at this awesome
Posting on
graphic
Facebook.
picture I did. Yeah, it's more than just Instagram and Facebook. It's time consuming, but it's worth it in the end.
It is.
And it's where everything is going. Like
my-
everything
Yeah.
can be
And the-
used everywhere.
In the last 11 years, the social media market has seen 145% growth. And then you added COVID to that mix, and that really boosted
Yes.
the growth in social media.
You're going to probably have to add a Reels course here soon. That was the next thing when that
Yes.
came out. I was like, wait, I'm good. Now Reels? Like, why are you adding more to my life? It's crazy. But yeah, I love this. It's something that obviously I have a huge passion for, and I think this is something that any business or
Yes.
I think honestly anyone needs to have this, no matter what your demographic or your career is, knowing how to run social media marketing can benefit anyone.
Right.
Yes.
So I love this, and I'm going to be posting this link in the comment section so people can get more
Perfect.
information about this.
Absolutely.
The next one that I had seen was the hospitality maintenance technician.
Yes.
Talk to me a little bit about this.
That one is coming up. We're starting a live virtual class next week on that one. It's a certification program through the American Hotel and Lodging Education Institute. And basically what it's teaching you is what is expected if you were to go into hotel maintenance or even any hospitality. It doesn't have to, we think hospitality and hotel, but you can think event center, you can think restaurant. I mean, hospitality covers such a broad range. Assisted living facilities, any of those are, in that hospitality industry. We have a whole suite of hospitality classes: guest service professional, front desk, maintenance, guest room, and then a whole batch of food service. So breakfast, restaurant, kitchen cook, and then we add in there our serve safe to that. So you have a solid foundation when it comes to food service industry.
And we were talking about that. Serve safe, typically it's like one person. It's normally your managers. I honestly think for being in the restaurant industry in my past life, even just being a host, a busser,
Yes.
a server, a bartender, the serve safe is so important because you need to have that knowledge, because what if that front of house manager isn't right there when you need it?
Yeah.
What happens? Oh, hey, I've got that information. I know what to do.
Absolutely. And we have the first Serve Safe class is Serve Safe Food Handler, which is a basic class. It teaches the basics of food service. It's an excellent class, and it's a whole lot of fun. I really enjoy, it's one of them I enjoy teaching. We can have a lot of fun with it. The Food Service Protection Manager, much more advanced, much more difficult to pass. But it's great resume builder if you want to be in the food service industry and you want to advance there, because it's required by the state for every food service industry. So if you already have this on your resume, it's already going to send you to the top of the...
When Longhorn Steakhouse first came out, what was that, 2013, it was my first restaurant job, and I started as a host. And over time worked up to server, bartender, and then in 2018 I was a manager. Because of taking the classes and the Serve Safes, it helped boost that.
Yes.
And people don't realize, hey, if I just put a little time and training, you can be more than just a server for 7-8 years. Now, I love serving, I love bartending,
Yes.
but once you have that knowledge, it excels.
Right. And we don't have anywhere local to do this. You have to travel at least an hour to get this course. So for
Wow.
us to be able to offer that now is big for our town.
And we can do it. Serve Safe itself offers it on the computer.
Yep.
What we offer that might be a little bit different is the support to it, the review before the test, the make sure you know what you're doing and before you take the test.
The one-on-one interaction is so much stronger, I think, than just doing something online.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
great. I love this.
And I do need to just clarify, none of these courses cost an individual. We find the funding sources.
Wow.
So if we were to partner with businesses, there is minimal cost, but I have partnered with restaurants and hospitals in our area to be able to offer some of these. They send their employees to me for minimal cost, and I can proctor and teach the tests.
Wow.
So
And that's even more. I mean, going back to the social media marketing, those certificates are not cheap. And having that opportunity and it's local makes it that much, that's incredible.
Goodwill is really great about training their staff to make it accessible locally and to make sure that we can serve our local and rural communities.
Wow.
Goodwill does great about that.
Where was Serve Safe when I was in the restaurant industry? And talking about partnerships, you've got Google, Facebook, Meta, and oh my gosh, there's even more on here that some of these I've never even heard of. So I'm assuming your hospitality is the American Hotel?
Right.
Yes, and then the Cleaning Management Institute, that's another of one of my favorites to teach. It's a custodial class. All of the courses and the credentials we teach or offer are geared towards making a livable wage. Some of them are very basic entry-level positions, but they still should pay your basic livable wage versus, the social media marketing, Google IT professional, web design, automation with Python. Those are obviously a little higher wage. So we have two different levels of learning, but all of them are aimed at being able to make money to support yourself. And the custodial is basically, think school custodian or community college. It's not just a janitor. We learn things like the pH, how to check the pH of a stain, and so you know what kind of cleaner to use to clean it.
Wow.
We study dilution ratios so that you know how to dilute things appropriately, which nowadays is really cool because they have machines that do that for you.
That makes it a little nicer.
It is.
I'm sure. Stephanie, do you want to kind of talk about the different types of businesses and kind of what they correlate underneath?
Well, what we are trying to do is build more local businesses. So for all these courses that we want people to join and take, we want to be able to partner with local businesses so we can keep that employment in our community. So right now the Google IT courses are very popular. That's where a lot of people have a lot of interest and a lot of growth, especially since COVID. That's another area that has grown tremendously. So finding those local businesses with the openings who would accept some of those certificates that we are offering. So that in the social media, again, that's another huge one that we want to share with our community and try to find people positions in our community once they're done with these certification classes.
That was going to be my next question, just to kind of follow up. It's not looking for kind of a place to teach the classes, but to help these people find jobs after the class. Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
That's part of our services,
Yep.
is the employment assistance afterwards as well.
And keeping, I mean, like you said, keeping everything in Muscatine, taught in Muscatine, you want to work in Muscatine.
Absolutely.
Just to help build and continue that growth. I mean, there's a lot. There's the ITs, there's the social media. I mean, with this North Star digital literacy,
these are
nonstop.
These are even just a portion of some of the courses that they can get online and do. And they can come into our Career Center. Our Career Center is inside the Goodwill store.
Okay.
And there they can access computers. We have 4 computers there. If they want to come and work on any kind of computer skills to boost their level of wherever they're at. We have some people that aren't even comfortable using email. So just coming and learning how to use email. If you're more advanced and want to take some of the other courses that we have, there's just so much opportunity, and we have Vanessa at our Career Center that can help you if you get stuck or need some assistance. So we want to definitely make sure people are accessing that as well. It's inside the Goodwill store.
Well, and even so, like Microsoft Word, Excel, Internet Basics, Google Docs, those are kind of the things that when people turn in their resumes, that's some of the main things that they want to look at, because a lot of jobs are a lot of desk jobs.
Yep.
So having those skills and having the proof and the certificate and saying, hey, I learned all of this here within Goodwill, here in Muscatine, it's, here's my reference.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that's a good reference point right there, saying, hey, if you need the proof, it was just, 5 minutes down the road, and I got my knowledge and education here.
And Vanessa can help them with building their resume too. If they need help, don't have a resume, she can help with that process as well.
And so she wasn't able to be here. Tell us just a little bit about what her overall role is.
Sure. So at the Career Center, we can offer, obviously, all of the things we talked about for the general public, but career navigation, we have job boards there, so if local businesses want to post any job openings, they can send us their job openings.
Nice.
Because we just get, general traffic from the public, traffic from the store. We can host hiring events. We just had a hiring event a couple of weeks ago. So we have the capacity to do that for businesses if they don't have anywhere. We have job search assistance. So Vanessa, if they're not specifically wanting to do a certification class and just looking for work, Vanessa can help them with that too.
Wow.
And one of the things, I get to brag on Vanessa because she's not here. One of the things that Vanessa offers is she's bilingual.
Right.
So, and she's really got a passion for the Hispanic population and for those who English is their second language and they don't know it much. So we're working on getting flyers and such translated into Spanish so that we can continue to offer these programs in a language that is much easier for the Hispanic population as well.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome.
And she's been our driving force behind this. She's awesome.
Yeah.
She keeps you balanced.
Yes, she does.
So, like we said, Goodwill is more than just a store. And you were talking about, so where is Vanessa located? Is inside the Muscatine?
Inside the Goodwill store.
Okay.
Yep. So she's inside the Goodwill store towards the back of the store.
Okay.
There's a career center there, and that's where she's located. That's also where my office is located. So if there's any businesses that want to bring flyers or send us things, they can absolutely do that, and we can post their stuff for them as well.
I love that. This is, I mean, yeah, I had as of earlier this week, I had no idea this existed. And a lot of this is, I think, just basic things that need to be on your resume no matter what kind of category your job is.
Yes.
This is awesome. And I would like to hold on to this. I think this is absolutely just
Definitely.
unique. It's something.
We have piles of them, so if anybody needs one, I can bring you flyers.
We
to
know
your
where to get
business.
them.
I got lots and lots.
Yes.
So, and the social media marketing, is that already started or going to be starting?
It has already, my first cohort has already started.
Okay.
However, the independent learning is just kind of ongoing. Right. If somebody really would like to be a part of the cohort, we can work on that and probably just have them jump in late. But it still is definitely a beneficial thing. Either way, we can get you in. We'll make it work.
Yeah. And then the hospital maintenance one starts July 18th.
Yes.
Perfect.
Next Monday.
So you still have time to be a part of that one.
Absolutely.
And what I'm going to do is I'm also going to post the link for all the certification. I told you I was going to have one flub. There it was. So I'm going to post that link on there too. So if people would like to take a look at all the events that you have offering.
Yes.
And make sure there are some that will say different towns. So make sure you are clicking the one that also says Muscatine.
Yes.
So there is a little bit of variation for that. What else would you like to share? This was a lot of amazing information.
Well, and I appreciate you letting us come on to share, because that's exactly what we want to do, is let people know that Goodwill is so much more than just the store. Obviously, the store helps us provide these services as well. They did just recently expand their hours, so they are open a little bit longer now, so
Nice.
that's good too. So hopefully if we get more traffic in our career center, we can expand some of those hours too.
I love it. I would say, is it easier for someone to make an appointment or just to show up during business store hours?
Either or is fine. The career center hours are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from 1 to 5.
Okay.
And then Thursday and Friday from noon to 4. So
Got it.
that's when Vanessa is at the career center.
Perfect. But if a business still wants to drop off flyers, they can still, even if you're not.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. They can
and
contact.
And through our website with the certification. All of those certifications are routed through me.
Perfect.
So, I will direct where you need to go.
There we go. I love it. Well, thank you, ladies, so much for all this amazing information.
No.
And like I said, this is something a lot of people probably don't know about.
Yes.
This is unique and within community and stays in the community, and that's what I love the most.
Yes.
Right.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Well, remember that tonight is the business after hours for Pearl City Chiropractic. It is from 5 to 7, and their ribbon cutting is going to be at 5:30. And be sure that you go, because there's going to be raffle prizes that will also be announced at 6:45 p.m. So if you want to go, be sure you stay till then, because then I will be announcing who the winners are for some amazing prizes there too. And tune in tomorrow, because owner Christina Kelly from Healing Compass will also be introducing one of her new massage therapists, Steffi, and they're going to be talking about their current services and some new services that they're going to be offering. So be sure to tune in tomorrow at 9 a.m. And until then, stay happy and stay healthy. I will see you later, Muscatine.
We've all been through a lot together. And along the way, you'll find out who really cares for you and who you can trust. Because there's a lot of stuff that happens in life. Like those days when the amazing happens. Or those days that are really, really hard. That's why you need someone like Unity Point Health. Because when it comes to your health, you gotta have someone you can trust. Unity